to get to our co-main event of the evening. Junior welterweights scheduled for 8 rounds. Introducing to you, coming out of the blue corner, with a professional record of 3 wins against 1 loss and 1 draw. He has 1 win by knockout, weighing in at 141 1/2 pounds. Wearing blue and red trunks from Germantown section of Philadelphia, Hasan Young. And his opponent in the red corner, his professional record, 8 wins, 4 of those by knockout against 3 losses and 3 draws. Weighing in at 141 1/2 pounds, wearing black and silver trunks from Chester, Julio DeJesus. Curly McCall, our referee, with the final instructions, 8 rounds.
Millville, New Jersey versus Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Remember, protect yourself at all times.
DeJesus of Philadelphia.
Commands at all times. Gentlemen, touch gloves. Let's go to work.
So we are set, Ron Christian, for what should be a dandy 4 rounds. Junior welterweight Julio DeJesus against Hasan Young. DeJesus with the black and silver trunks. Hasan Young with the red and blue trunks. Again, scheduled for 4 right here. Harrah's Fight Night on GFL.TV, Comcast Sportsnet. Rich Quinones, Ron Christian, co-main event as we creep closer to the main event between Eric Hunter and Mike Oliver with a title on the line. Again, DeJesus, as we alluded to, 38 years of age, and we'll see how those legs can handle up through 8 rounds.
DeJesus, they're certainly the more experienced of the two from a professional standpoint, but I'm expecting some big things from Hasan Young, just based on what we've heard and the fact that they put him in against a more experienced guy. They have a lot of faith in him, and both guys brought good crowds.
Early on, round 1, again, DeJesus against Hasan Young. Hasan Young, very good-looking prospect. Stellar amateur record of 70-10, 22 years of age. And he told me earlier this week, look, I understand I started my career 1-1-1. It wasn't like Tyson. I didn't reel 10, 11 straight wins off, but I do feel as though I'm gaining the momentum that I need to gain to be successful in the ring. And he's got that mentality, real quiet, humble kid. For his age, it's very refreshing.
And you can actually see the kid knows how to fight. He moves extremely well. Now, again, I need to see more of his offense to see what he can do. He's going to certainly need that if he wants to step up in this game, particularly in this weight class.
Ron, this is something we talked about too. DeJesus trying to go to the body against Young. Again, a minute to go in this first round. We talked about this even over the last couple months doing broadcasts together. Sometimes you'll stick in a young fighter against a veteran in the ring because you just want to get his feet wet. Baptismal by fire. You want to see how he handles himself. If it's a crafty veteran, if it's a guy that knows how to use those certain tactics that maybe you can only get away with, that you learn, you acquire over the years in the ring, and you want to see how a young fighter can kind of adapt.
And very frank. Oh, nice right hand landed by Young, by the way.
Yep.
Young looks like the better puncher of the two, although this guy, DeJesus, is a tough hombre.
Absolutely. DeJesus, very tough. 30 to go, round number 1. Young against DeJesus.
And you made the point that it's sometimes they'll put a young guy in against a veteran. I'm going to tell you something. Even in losing a fight like that, a young fighter can learn more than winning 10 straight fights against tomato cans.
Yep.
And, this is going to be a valuable lesson for Hasan Young, win or lose.
DeJesus is going to make this a backyard brawl as Young connects with a left and then a right. Tell you one thing, both these fighters come in ridiculous shape.
Indeed.
DeJesus looks more like a bodybuilder than a boxer. 1 round in the books. Let's take a listen into Hasan Young's corner after 1 round.
That right hand is dead. Now change the shadow. Tap. Step open right hand. You understand? He wants you now. He's just trying to get you out of here. You already hurt him in the first round. Tap, vary your combos. But when you tap right hand, sit down on that left foot, but rotate your hand.
You know, all I heard of that was that he warned Young that he needed to keep his right hand covering his face when he's throwing his left hook. He's leaving his right hand down and exposing himself to a potential left hook from that Julio DeJesus.
Well, DeJesus, any fighter in the ring is a dangerous fighter, and when you are throwing wild punches at times, young fighter has to know, A, protect himself, B, keep your guard up, and be very weary of a guy who wants to come out. DeJesus just 4 knockouts in 11 fights, but he does have some pop behind those punches. Round number 2, again, DeJesus in the black and silver trunks, Hasan Young in the red and blue trunks.
I thought Young had a very good first round, by the way, and maybe it was just based upon expectations. I'd probably give him the slight edge in that round, but it could have gone either way.
Comes with a right and lands. Does Hasan Young now tries to go for that uppercut. They'll get tied up, broken up. Young lead with that left, connects again with another left, comes back with a left again, does Hasan Young. Julio DeJesus just walking into those punches, Ron.
He is indeed. It's an interesting thing that Hasan Young does. He leans very far to the left when he throws that right hand. Bernard Hopkins does exactly the same thing. He leans to his left when he throws that right hand so that his head is out of range. He's not doing it now, but he did it several times before that. Interesting technique. Good body jab by Hasan Young.
Round number 2, Young and DeJesus. Young snaps that left jab. Snaps again, goes downstairs with a right. Jesus comes back with a left and then a right. Oh, good counter right there again by Hasan Young. Good combination, left and right. Now it's Julio DeJesus trying to work the body against Hasan Young.
Very nice left hook to the body by Hasan Young in the middle of that flurry. It looked like it slowed DeJesus down a little bit. DeJesus likes the ball. He likes to get in close. He likes to hold. He likes to clutch. He likes to push this kid around. Being warned now by referee McCall for
and Julio DeJesus has a huge gash right above his left eye, and blood is trickling down profusely.
They could have been a head clash.
I think it was a head clash. And you can kind of know if it's a head clash too. Sometimes when you see where that cut is. Good action. Ron, you were dead on. Julio is just going to try to bully a younger fighter in Hasan Young.
Young doesn't look impressed.
I tell you, it's got to be real irritating, though, to get that blood dripping down your eye, and it's bothering Julio DeJesus. See if Hasan Young takes advantage of it. For one split second, DeJesus was hesitant. Now it's Young. Has DeJesus in trouble up against the ropes. Oh, Hasan Young smelling blood. Oh, that blood is in the eye, that left eye of DeJesus. Let's see if Hasan Young goes for the kill in round number 2.
Sometimes that blood incites the fighter who's cut. Sometimes it incites his opponent. It incited his opponent, Hasan Young.
Good action in round number 2. Hasan was able to slip away against the ropes. Good action to close it. Absolutely. There was a split second, Ron Christian, a split moment where that blood was irritating Julio DeJesus, and you saw Hasan Young try to go in for the kill in that round number 2. Kind of a crafty move by a very young fighter in Hasan Young.
Hasan Young has showed us an awful lot in that round. I love the way he went crazy trying to take advantage of that cut. Did a beautiful job.
Great action in round 2. Let's check out the action.
All right, here's Hasan Young. Now, not too much happened there. Good right hand, they exchange. Good body punch. That's the left hook I was talking about that Hasan Young landed. Good right to the body by DeJesus. We didn't see exactly what we wanted to see in that, but there was terrific action.
So we take a look at Hasan Young, and they are working on that eye, that left eye of Julio DeJesus. And again, DeJesus, 8-3, 38 years of age in the black and silver trunks. Hasan Young, 22 years old. They call him the Hitman, and he delivered in round number 2. 3-1-1 is his Young record. Round number 3, scheduled for 8. Young, DeJesus. They meet in the center of the ring. Young snaps that left jab. Snaps the right.
Let's see if that cut inspires DeJesus, who was the guy who's cut. He just ate a terrific right hand from Hasan Young.
DeJesus comes back had Hasan Young up against the ropes. Early stages, round number 3. Hasan Young goes downstairs. Goes downstairs again. Oh, DeJesus counters with a vicious left as well. Now it's Hasan Young that's tied up. You can look at that blood really coming down now. And that is so irritating for a fighter, because now it's your visibility is somewhat impaired.
That's exactly right. And he's a sucker for that right hand that has been dropped on him a number of times by Hasan Young.
Yep. All right, let's take a listen in to Julio DeJesus' corner.
Hands up! Hands up, step, you gotta step, huh? Está buscando los derechas, cuidado. Shield, there we go.
And they're telling him, you hear derecha, derecha. They're telling him, throw that right, throw that right. You heard izquierda. Start to use that left a little bit. Be a little more active in this round number 3 and keep your hands up.
Well, DeJesus has not been very effective in this round, and I love the way Hasan Young, by the way, moves off the ropes. When he gets pushed against the ropes, you see that nice little spin move that he does to get off there? It's the move of a veteran.
Yeah.
Very impressive work.
You know what? You're spot on. Great analysis. Absolutely. But, Ron, going back to that eye of Julio DeJesus and that blood, now you just wonder if that eye, you got to know where that cut is. If it's above the eye, you're okay with that. If it's under right where that lid is and it starts to really swell up a little bit and that blood, they can't stop the bleeding, that could be an issue going forward. This is a very long fight.
Oh, no, we're in the early stages of this is a war. This is a war.
DeJesus comes back and tries to counter off that Hasan Young left. Nothing doing. Round number 3, scheduled for 8. Young and DeJesus. DeJesus with a left. Young snaps his left of his own, fighting backwards now. Very fluid motion on his feet. Comes with a right. Now it's Julio DeJesus has Young up against the ropes, just trying to manhandle him, trying to bully him.
Well, it hasn't worked yet.
Oh, good body shot by Julio DeJesus. Comes back with a left. Hasan Young up against the ropes. Late stages, round number 3. Good late flurry by Hasan Young with a left. Comes with an uppercut. DeJesus doesn't want to be denied. Great action. 3 rounds in the books, Ron Christian. 3 rounds in the books, and it looks like it's shaping out to be a dandy going forward.
I've got Hasan Young winning this fight with a shutout so far.
More action to come right after this. Welcome back, everyone. 3 rounds in the books. Good action, co-main event right here from Harrah's. Rich Quinones alongside my broadcast partner, Ron Christian. Julio DeJesus, gritty game, cut over his eye. He's fighting the good fight against a very young and up-and-comer in Hasan Young. Started his career 1-1-1, has reeled off 2 wins. He's looking to make it a 3rd. And these are, you know, the stages of the fight right now, that 4th and 5th and 6th, and we'll see how those legs of Julio DeJesus hold up.
How often you see a young fighter come in and get fed a series of very easy opponents. That has not happened with Hasan Young, and he's going to be the better for it. This is a learning experience. This is a college degree for him in this fight tonight.
School's out. School's out right about now.
All right.
Absolutely. So Julio DeJesus starts off with that left jab. Hasan Young, just brilliant, brilliant defensive scheme when he gets in that center of the ring as well. DeJesus, black trunks, silver trim. Hasan Young, blue and red trunks. 4th round scheduled for 8, co-main event.
A lot of action in close, and both guys have had their moments when they're in this close. Again, I've got Hasan Young winning this fight just on the basis of his long distance fighting and his superior defensive skills.
The best thing for Hasan Young right now is to have this fight go 8 rounds, because I'm not saying he's being schooled. He's not. But it's the phrase where he's being tested. We always talk about boxing revealing the character, and you got to have character to step in the ring. The kid has it, and DeJesus, to his credit, is fighting the fight. He's going forward. He's not giving in. He's throwing punches. He says, forget about my eye. I can't see. I've come on to fight and fight this kid hard.
That's exactly right.
I give him credit.
Good right hand there landed by DeJesus, by the
Oh,
way.
good left countered by Young. And then a right to the off. Oh, what a right by Hasan Young. DeJesus is in trouble. Hasan Young going downstairs now to the body. Uses that uppercut. Now comes with another uppercut. Oh, my goodness. Mercy. easy. Now it's DeJesus coming back with a left and then a right. Great action in round number 4. Both fighters to not be denied.
Hasan Young very close to scoring a knockout here, and now DeJesus comes back.
Oh, only one guy.
Joey I just letting us know what a good matchmaking job he did.
He did an excellent job hitting these two against each other. Round number 4. Hasan Young snaps that jab. Oh, comes back with a right, tags DeJesus. Another right, and then a left by Young. Julio DeJesus does not know the meaning of quit. Walking right into Hasan Young's barrage of punches up against the ropes. Under a minute to go. Round number 4, scheduled for 8. Young and DeJesus, Ron. Good action.
DeJesus, 14 professional fights. He has never been stopped, and you can see why. What a beating he has taken in this round.
And he nailed Hasan Young with a right. Man, he is absolutely tired, gassed, winded, but DeJesus is fighting forward. Hasan Young, welcome to boxing. Oh, Young with a right and then a left. He's got DeJesus down. Oh, he was wobbling, and the legs went out. Oh, DeJesus is going to have to show the referee something. Standing count now. That blood is coming down. He is dazed. He is winded. He's going to go on under 10. Let's see if those veteran legs get him out of round number 1. If Hasan Young goes for the kill. 2 straight body shots, then a right and an uppercut, then a left to close out round number 4. Oh, goodness. Hasan Young. Oh, Julio DeJesus. My goodness. How in the world did he find his way to the stool?
It is amazing. He was literally saved by the bell. Another 10 seconds. Another 10 seconds, Rich. That fight's over.
He looked like a drunken sailor, but he knew exactly where he was, and he found his way on the stool. Let me tell you something. What a fight. Julio DeJesus, unbelievable heart this evening. And how about Hasan Young? Oh, my goodness. 4 rounds in the books. I got to catch my breath.
Hasan Young, I'm going to let you catch your breath. I'm breathless, too. Hasan Young may be in danger of having punched himself out a little bit in that round. It'll be interesting to see how he comes back.
So much action to get to. Let's go and take a look at the replay in round number 1.
Now we see that terrific right hand landed by Hasan Young. Just one of the many punches he landed. There's that terrific left hook, terrific right, terrific left. Those are the punches that did the damage.
And I just saw something right there. Round number 5, Young comes off right away with 2 lefts and then another left. Comes back with a right and then another left. You saw Julio DeJesus' corner tell him, do you want to go on? Do you want to go on? He said, absolutely. And he got fired up like a bull rush. He comes, and he's trying to start strong. Round number 5, scheduled for 8. Again, DeJesus, wounded, battered, a lot of blood coming off that left eye. Hasan Young, forget about school being out. He is teaching the lesson right now, and the professor is Julio DeJesus.
DeJesus is certainly teaching us all about grit. This guy has got guts. 38 years old, a ferocious beating in the last round, and he survived. He's in there
uppercut. Oh, good uppercut. Now it's DeJesus with counters with a left and a right. Hasan Young fighting a very good fight. Round number 5, good action thus far. Early stages scheduled for 8. DeJesus has Young up against the ropes, working that body a little bit. Hasan Young comes with a right uppercut, trying to counter a little bit.
I got to tell you, though, there is nothing behind those punches that DeJesus is throwing.
But what heart. Unbelievable heart. Oh, good right. Glancing blow, comes back with another right. Look at him try to manhandle and just bully Hasan Young. Both fighters look winded and exhausted, but they are just fighting an unbelievable fight this evening. A right and a left by Hasan Young. DeJesus has Young up against the ropes. DeJesus is a little wobbly, Ron.
Well, I don't even see what did that to him.
Young stunned him with a left downstairs with a body shot.
I don't know whether DeJesus was just retreating or whether he was wobbling, but he didn't look good.
DeJesus now has Hasan Young up against the ropes. Both men are just absolutely exhausted. Hasan Young with a left. DeJesus misses with that right. Glancing blow, comes back with another left that connects. Almost gets an uppercut. Now Hasan Young is in a little bit of trouble in round number 5.
Hasan Young is still getting that lesson. He's getting a lesson in grit and determination, and now he's got to survive.
DeJesus with a barrage of punches and connected again with an uppercut. Under a minute to go in a wild 5th round scheduled for 8. Oh, Hasan Young tags DeJesus again with a left and the right. You can see the way DeJesus is leaning over. He is absolutely spent. 38 years old. Those legs are starting to break down, but you know what? It's that ticker. It's that heart that keeps him going strong in round number 5 against a young upstart in Hasan Young.
Well, Hasan Young is being severely tested, despite the fact that he's dominating this fight. It looks like he's on the verge of winning by a knockout.
Another right and another left by Hasan Young. Got Julio DeJesus off out. Oh, there was another left by Hasan Young. And then he goes downstairs with a left to the body. Good liver shots. Comes back with a double left and an uppercut. Julio DeJesus off balance again. He's got to survive the last 10 to make it up. He says, come on, let's go. Vámonos, vámonos. I got more. Hasan Young with 2 rights. And then he comes back with another counter. DeJesus wobbly, and Hasan Young ends the round with another right. Oh, mercy. Oh, my goodness. 5 in the books. Woo! Great action. Oh, my goodness.
This is a terrific fight between 2 absolute warriors. It doesn't get better than this, Rich.
Julio DeJesus is absolutely showing great heart. I mean, you throw the boxing, forget about the boxing talk for a moment. It's just a guy in a ring who's not going to be denied. And on the other end of the spectrum, there's a young kid in the ring in Hasan Young who's being taught a valuable lesson tonight, and he's boxed brilliantly, especially in that 3rd, 4th, and 5th round.
Oh, terrific. They're going to stop this fight.
Well, you know what? They're going to stop it.
That's good.
And that's a good thing.
Good stoppage.
And that's a great win for Hasan Young, and all the credit in the world to Julio DeJesus. I mean, that is just machismo. I mean, you say one tough hombre, that's exactly what he was. He'll fall to 8-4, and Hasan Young will improve to 4-1-1 as they stop this after 5 rounds. Hey, can we call it a coming out party even though it's a stoppage through 5?
Yes. Let's call it a coming out party. This kid has got the goods, Hasan Young. Again, fighting a much more experienced guy, a tremendous performance. He showed us everything. He showed us wily moves, getting out of the corners. He showed a terrific left hook. He showed a terrific right hand. The kid is good. I love this kid.
Ron Christian wants to take his headset off, and he was a heck of a fighter back in the day as well. He wants to get in the center of the ring. That was a very good fight. Again, we'll get the particulars, but to kind of recap, Julio DeJesus, 38 years of age, really showed a lot of flashes early on in the fight, threw a lot of punches, very active. Hasan Young, though, being taught a lesson, and I'll tell you, he was very active, and we look at that exciting round number 4.
There was just so much action in that round.
I mean, just a ton of action, and it was just the body shots, too.
2 beautiful punches. Good left hook landed by Hasan. A straight right, a left hook, a right uppercut, a left uppercut. Now, that was near the end of that round. Terrific right hand to the head landed by DeJesus. He goes upside. He landed some good right uppercuts. But this is what was more common in that round. He was taking shots.
He was taking the shots. He absorbed the shots. He showed a lot of people in the boxing world in Philadelphia, in this region, what he's made of. And by the way, let's not discredit Julio DeJesus, 38 years of age, had a cut early on in the fight. We don't know if it was a headbutt or it was a legit cut over that eye. A lot of blood, a lot of swelling. And as you said, one tough hombre, and he fought to fight tonight.
It takes 2 to tango, and we had the right 2 tonight.
All right, let's throw it up inside the ring to Larry Tornavi to make this one official.
Stop the bout after the 5th round. The winner by TKO, Hasan Hitman Young. And fans, keep your hands together for Julio DeJesus. We know they train. We know they're tough. They showed it all. They gave it to you in the ring tonight at Harrah's, Philadelphia. Julio DeJesus.
Well, we just saw World War III, Rich. I wonder if we're going to see World War IV next.
If the co-main event is anything, I should say, if the main event is anything like the co-main event, wow. Oh, mercy, as I say. Oh, mercy. That was a heck of a fight as we set the stage for the main event, Eric Hunter against Mike Oliver. This should be a dandy, but I want to go back for a moment, Ron, while we have a moment, and to kind of recap what we just saw. Hasan Young, coming out party. Fight was stopped after 5. my goodness, just defensively, he looked like a technician in the ring, and he absorbed the punches, he threw the punches, and he really was able to utilize his jab and combinations. He did some serious damage against DeJesus.
And he stayed cool when DeJesus, who was much more of a brawler, would get in close and rough him up. It didn't faze him a bit. I mean, he just kept moving smoothly, didn't get flustered by the aggressive moves of DeJesus, nor by the punches of DeJesus. And DeJesus landed some shots. Didn't faze the kid.
You ready for the main event?
I'm going to catch a breath, but I'm ready for the main event.
All right, we will catch our breath. So much more boxing to come as we cap off the night with our main event right after this.